Hello and welcome. You are now looking at Zapier.com. And Zapier.com is an app connection platform. Basically, Zapier takes many of the popular online applications and makes connections between the two where otherwise they would not exist if there isn't a common integration. So for example, maybe you use Google Sheets or Trello or Gmail or Asana or any of the apps that are connected to Zapier, and you want to connect them in some way. And those applications design a specific way to connect. Zapier will connect the two. Zapier has two kinds of plans. One that is free, that will allow you to build one-to-one connections, and another that allows you to build more complex applications with a $20 a month minimum. Now the applications are made to automate processes so that you do not have to manually move data between two interfaces. Now if you want to know whether or not Zapier will connect with something that you are doing, you want to go to the app directory at the very top of the site. And what you can do is you can write in the application that you use most. For example, maybe you use MailChimp, Evernote or Evernote Business, Trello, or even Google Analytics. Or if you're considering certain platforms, you can take a look at the categories. And for example, you can click on accounting and you'll be able to see all of the accounting relating apps that Zapier uses to connect. The same is true of email applications and social media. Now, if you're looking to test applications, you'll notice that some of the applications have a premium designation on the top. That means then that you're going to have to use the paid application in order to use them. And when you first sign up for Zapier, you're going to get a 14-day free trial of the premium features. And that's primarily going to be the use of the premium applications, Zap processes with 3 or more steps, and then priority support. So when you're ready to look at one of the premium features and you want to do that before you actually pay, you can go ahead and sign up for Zapier. So once you've signed up for the first time, you are then ready to start using the application for workflows. Now again, even if you have the free version, you do have access to use the premium applications. Anything that has this premium designation, you'll need to make sure that you're paying. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now once you're inside of the interface, you're going to see a number of things. The first that will be most visible will be the section that says Pick Apps to Explore Workflow Ideas. And what you'll be able to do is to find the various apps that are used in Zapier, and you can do that by typing in the first few letters of the name of the app that you use. So for example, if I type in OFF, you'll see Office, Facebook Offline Conversations, Kickoff Labs, or anything that has OFF in it. Again, the word mail is written. Anything that has the word mail in the name of it, you'll see that app to come up. This is the Explore tab. Now you will also have the Zaps tab. The Zaps tab will have any connections that you have previously made. And you'll see some previous connections that are here. When you see the On application, those connections are turned on. And that means then that any of the data in the app on the left side will shift to the app on the right side automatically when it occurs. If you have a Zap set up but it's turned off, that means that the connection has been established, but until you turn it on, none of the data will move from the app from the left side to the app to the right side. The next tab is the Task History tab. The Task History will give you an indication of how many times that particular Zap connection has been run and the date and time it has actually been run. The next tab is the Connected Accounts tab. Now in the Connected Accounts tab, you'll see all of the accounts that are being used in your Zapier integrations along with the login information. So basically, it's a way of looking at a glance at all of the accounts that you're using. You have a Settings tab, all of which is self-explanatory. You have your profile information, email, password, how you'll be notified, how you'll be billed. If you have a team that's working on your account, You can add two-factor authentication to your Zapier account. This gives you an extra layer of security into your Zapier account. And lastly, you can disable any SSL security checks. Okay, so now that you have seen the interface, you are now ready to start creating Zaps. So with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, although Zapier has a robust interface to help you define the applications that will actually connect, one of the best ways to locate applications that will connect together through Zapier will be to use Google Search. And in order to do that, you're simply going to write in first the application that you are using. In this case, we'll write in Gmail. Then we're going to write in the words Zapier integration. And then once you do that, you'll then write in the application that you are searching for. If you want to know perhaps if Gmail integrates with Trello, you'll then write in Trello. Once you do that, you'll then click search. You'll typically then see one search result at the very top. You're going to click into that result, and typically that result is going to be from Zapier.com. You'll be taken inside of your account, and what you'll typically see is that you'll see a number of Zapier applications that will have the two that you are looking for. Then you'll see a number down at the bottom that will say 1 of 5 of 100. What that will do is that will take you to 100 related integrations. You can scroll through the integrations to determine just how many integrations you have with the two applications you're looking for. In this case, you'll notice that there are 13 total. And once you've found the application that will best fit what you are trying to do, you'll then click inside of the application. That will take you inside of the setup screen for the integration. And of course, you can do this as many times as you deem necessary. So again, we'll write in the application that we are using. We'll then write in Zapier integration. Then we'll write in the application we want to determine a connection to. And once we've done that, we'll then click search. Again, you'll see that there is a search result at the very top. That search result will be from Zapier.com. You can click inside of that result. You'll determine the total number of applications. In this case, you have 12. You'll then find the one that best fits what you want to do, and you'll click inside. And you are then ready to start using Zapier to connect the two applications. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, the best way to start working with Zapier is going to be from within your application. And you're going to start with the Explore tab. When you get to the Explore tab, you're going to notice that you have your Explore dashboard, and you can sort by the popular applications, alphabetical, recently added, the premium ones, and then filter by category. If you start just by sorting through the popular applications, you can still search by the app name. So if you already know which applications you want to work with, all you have to do is to start typing them in. And then once you do that, you'll click on the application, and then you will have determined that you have started looking for Trello applications. Then what you'll want to do is you'll want to type in the second application that you're looking for a connection to. In this case, we're going to write in Evernote. Once we have Evernote, we can click on Evernote. What you'll see is all of the integrations that Zapier has between Trello and Evernote. Now, those are the ones that we have named in this case. You can substitute the names for the applications that you will be using. That's quite possible. You may be looking for integrations or automation the other way around. In other words, you may be working with a particular kind of application and you want to determine which applications Zapier will connect for you. So, for example, you may be working with accounting software. And so what you'll do is you will click the accounting software filter. We're going to take out all of the existing applications, and then we're going to look for the potential applications that we'll be looking to work with. Perhaps you want to automate some connection with QuickBooks Online. And then what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to determine which applications work with QuickBooks Online by scrolling down. If you want to start looking for specific applications to connect with QuickBooks, you'll go back to the top and you'll start writing them in. And in this case, you'll see, just as an example, there are 2 connections between WooCommerce and QuickBooks Online. Now, Zapier does try to categorize by the top 100 applications that are used inside of its platform. This may or may not be helpful based on how you want to do your automation. But by simply testing any of the applications together, you'll be able to determine whether there's a connection. For example, here is a potential connection between GoToWebinar and GetResponse. So searching inside of your account is a much more efficient way of finding integrations when you don't fully know exactly what you are looking for. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.